So in class 2 here, the roots of karma, right? Let's start with one verse, and we'll talk about this verse for most of the class. Okay, this is a really cool verse. No action in this world goes for naught, or brings about a contrary result. What do you suppose that means, a contrary result?
Like karma brings like results?
Yeah, good. No action of altruistic selflessness brings anything other than goodness to you. And no action of selfishness and harm to others brings anything other than harm to you. That's what it means. No contrary results. Pratyavyaha. Vyayo. It's contrary, means inverted or something like that. Even the smallest religious practice, sva alpam, sva, su means little, very, su means very, and alpa means little. Very, even a very little thing, sva alpam. Even a small religious practice, dharmasya, of dharma, protects, trayate, the verbs tra. Sometimes they explain the word mantra by reference to this verb. A mantra is something that protects your mind. Okay? So that's the same verb here, trayate. So even the smallest religious practice protects against what? Mahatas bhaya. Bhaya means fear. Mahata means great fear. So even the littlest kinds of things we do for our spiritual good will protect us from great fear. So this is a very, very important verse on karma. So most of the first 5 of your homework questions are about various dimensions of karma, of what's called the law of karma. You know, maybe you've heard that, the law of karma. The law of karma, right? It's like, you know, some people say like, oh, I don't believe in karma. And I heard somebody say, well, that's okay. You don't have to believe in karma. You don't have to believe in gravity for it to work either. You see, I don't believe in gravity. It doesn't matter. You're still affected by gravity. See? So we're all affected by karma. These are the laws. The karmic law is the law, whether you recognize it or not, whether you embrace it or not. And I would suggest to you that all religions teach karma. All real religions teach karma. A religion that doesn't teach karma, there's something wrong with it. Because if you're not teaching karma, you're not teaching morality, actually. See, if you're not teaching that your happiness depends on being a good person towards others, what's the point of being a good person towards others? You see? What's the incentive? We're all big, fat, selfish pigs. Come on, let's just admit it. Okay? And if somebody is teaching you anything other than it's really in your interest to be nice to others, we're never going to be nice to others. Actually. See, we're just going to try and get away with as much as possible. And people who are fundamentally irreligious are living a life like that, actually. That's what it means to live an irreligious life. It's just thinking, it doesn't really matter what I do. I can get away with anything. See, as long as I don't get caught, it's okay. See? So every tradition teaches that there is some correlation between your goodness, your good actions towards others, and the happiness that you'll experience in life. You see, there's got to be some correlation like that. There's got to be, right? And if you don't believe that there's a correlation like that, then you don't have any basis for morality. Actually, no basis for morality at all. If you think, for example, the opposite of this, that some actions in the world do go for naught, right? And some bring about a contrary result. So let's think about what that means. Sometimes I do nice things to others, and they don't appreciate them at all. It just goes for naught, you see. And if, you know, that's what it seems like sometimes to all of us, right? If you make that principle, an ideology, then there's no reason to be kind to others, actually. You know, it's just like, well, it might work, it might not, who knows? It's random. See? Then everything just becomes random. If there's not a direct cause and effect link between doing kindness towards others and having a better life yourself, then the whole edifice of morality is, begins to crumble. Begins to crumble. Conversely, if I do something bad, let's say no action in this world goes. Maybe sometimes action in this world, bad action in the world, goes for naught. Maybe like nobody noticed. See, I got away with it. See, and if that's the case, then like the best thing to do in life is to be really, really, surreptitious in your negative actions. Try and be as like sneaky as possible, so that make sure that nobody finds out and nobody like arrests you and stuff like that. And that would be the greatest good. The greatest practitioners of life would be the sneakiest ones. They would be the ones where nobody like found out about what they were doing and got caught. They'd be the cleverest ones. Right? And there's a whole group of people who believe this apparently, right? There's like movies about this, like these really clever, double agents or something like that who get away with stuff. Like the secret agent of bad deeds. You're like the 007 of bad deeds or something like that. And that's like the coolest. So if you don't believe that every action has a necessary reaction, that's karma basically. Every action has a necessary reaction. And the reaction is related to the action. What did Jesus say? You can't get something from something. You can't get figs from thistles. You can't get something good from something bad. See? It's just impossible. So, does it seem like that? Yeah, sometimes it seems like that. That's the nature of our lives and our ignorance, you see. In our ignorance we think, well, if I do something like rob a bank and get on a plane without getting caught and fly to the Bahamas and check into a 5-star hotel and start drinking umbrella drinks in a hammock, that pleasant result came from that negative cause. Is there a relationship between robbing the bank and the umbrella drinks in the hammock in the Bahamas? There cannot be. Does it seem like there is? See, it does. Okay? There's absolutely no relationship at all. So how come one follows on another then? How come they just follow like that? The karmic cause of having umbrella drinks in a hammock in the Bahamas in a 5-star hotel was not robbing the bank. But it found, the karmic cause was like, doing something nice for others, giving other people umbrella drinks. Okay, something like that. Okay? And that real karmic cause just found expression in this situation. The karmic cause of robbing a bank is coming later. The karmic effect, of the cause of robbing a bank will come later. There's a gap between cause and effect. So this is something we have to think about. This is buddhi yoga. Okay, now you're using buddhi. Now you're using your mind. Is it possible that something nice? Is it nice to sit in the Bahamas with the nice breeze blowing, off the offshore breeze, and you're swinging the hammock, and those guys are coming and they're all dressed in white and stuff like that. Can I bring you another drink, sir? Is that nice or what? So it's nice. It's pleasant. Could something pleasant come from harming others by taking away their money? See, we have to think. We have to buddhi it. We have to use our buddhi and think, is that possible? It seems like it is. It seems like, is it possible? And if it is possible that something good could come from something bad, then the whole jig is up when it comes to morality. Okay? If one instance like that is possible, then the whole thing starts unraveling. See? That's hard. It's hard to see because it seems different than the way it is.